Hello everybody and welcome back to episode number 46 of my new account experience. I hope everyone is having a great Monday. Me and my little red trash can is what I've decided to officially name this guy. Maybe we both say hello to you all. So, I hope that today is a good day. It is for me and it is for you as well. I hope so anyway. Today I've decided to do something I've meant to do, or something I probably should have been doing for a while, and that is to play on this little guy, my little priesty boy. That is the plan for this episode right here. I will, of course, as is the tradition at this point, I will make sure to check on my quest, see what I actually have for today. Well, that's something I'd like to do, but probably don't have the time for that right now. The Moonlight Festival, yes, my ass. It seems wait, hold on, I don't... Where's like the single dungeon? Oh, it's the Scout the Library. Sorry, I'm just blind. Anyway. Ooh, I got a little pet. Let me just take a quick little detour over here back to my vault. Let's actually see if this will... It's not in here, doofus. It's in here, yes. Let's see if this actually does anything for me. Probably, maybe, hopefully, I don't know. We'll see. Of course, I'm still on that lookout for the famous, or rather infamous, Heal Magic Electric, which, of course, Muddy Tide Chaser will not satisfy those needs. Goodbye, Muddy Tide Chaser. You will not be missed. So, I will be playing... I don't have too much time today, as is the norm right now. It is a good day for me, but I'm not gonna lie, I have been working my ass off. It is the end of the month, or very close to the end of the month, which for me means one thing. It means that, well, I simply put, am busy on my song. Of course, for those interested, it will be up on the 1st of June 2023, of course, on my music channel Venlazapine. Feel free to check it out and subscribe to it. I will be very happy if you guys show me your support and love. This is a project, well, when it comes to the library, you know, I guess you and I know where this is going. So it's actually for the first time ever when I was looking for a dungeon, and I got that dungeon. So, you know what? I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna be disappointed when it comes to this. Hopefully these people aren't gonna leave me alone. So, when it comes to this song for the next month, obviously June, as May is ending right now. Hi, it's almost half of the year already. Isn't that kind of crazy how half of the year is just passed us by? It's weird, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, so when it comes to this song, I've decided to basically speak my mind, do a whole lot of rapping, I guess you would call it, on a pretty neat little self-made, of course, hip-hop influenced, hip-hop genre influenced instrumental, which of course takes a lot of usage and techniques from basically sampling and everything that has to do with sampling. I ended up having 3 separate samples, and those samples were of course manipulated by me in some ways that would fit the narrative, and you know what? It's not bad. It turns out, well, I mean, it went about as well as you'd expect. My first ever real attempt at sampling to sound like. Exactly... I mean, listen, it's not bad, okay? I looked up some guides, you know, it sounds alright, but the most important part, I don't want this black coin. I kept calling it pirate coin when I was playing with my friend Albie anyway. So I do want to take the mark. This guy, yeah, he doesn't seem like too interested to do the secret boss, and you know what? Neither am I at the end of the day. But basically, long story short, yeah, this song, it's hard. I don't know why I always make it so hard for myself, you know, cause, listen, there's a line in the song, it's gonna be called Busy Mind, but the main issue, the main thing that I wanted to get across is just that, you know, I'm not making a good... I'm not doing very well when it comes to having a smooth transition. You know, they say that, you know, your hobby should be something you relax to and something you do for fun. And boy, oh boy, am I doing about the pure opposite right now. Because it turns out, you know, I was not a very creative person. I mean, I was and I am a creative person, but I'm not a very consistent person. The the older fans of my YouTube channel, of my show, they'll know that that I tend to kind of like, you know, disappear for months on end, you know, mainly when I was still studying, which isn't the case anymore, by the way. I'm working a 9 to 5 at a call center, but that's besides the point. What I'm trying to say is that, well, I was inactive and very inconsistent with my music production as well. Basically every other aspect of my life alongside my YouTube videos, believe it or not, that's a dealt package. It's not just like I'm inactive in one place and super active in others. No, it's just, that's just who I was. And of course, because I've been uploading for like 3/4 of a year at this point, basically, it's actually insane. I've been obviously on my grind to change that part of me into being a bit more, well, how do I put it? A bit more active and mainly consistent, which for YouTube isn't the hardest thing for me to do and accomplish, but when it comes to my music, it is something that I'm super struggling with, mainly for the reason that, well, I used to make like one song a half a year, maybe 2 a year if I was lucky. Or if I felt productive, you know. Sometimes I would just like hop on a thought train, or I would just like start doing a whole lot of experimenting and stuff, and I would just like make 2 or 3 songs in like a month or something, but then I just wouldn't for extended periods of time. And of course, that's not what I want to do. I've set out to make 1 song every month, and so far I've been keeping up to that promise. Only problem is I'm really making it difficult for myself. With the whole idea that me making 1 song a month, that's hard as it is, but when it comes to challenges, you know, I also decided to completely switch to a different editing software when it comes to music. I don't know, some of you may have been familiar with the whole FL Studio plugin. It's not a plugin, it's a software, but that's besides the point. FL Studio is obviously what the mainstream producers use, and of course it's something that, well, it offers a lot more use. It's useful. It's actually something that has a lot more nice little caveats and things you can do in it. It's not as limiting of a software. I used to use something called LMMS, and boy oh boy was that limiting in every way possible, right? Speaking of sampling, yeah, you could just completely forget samples altogether, because you could not do that shit at all in LMMS. But of course, in FL Studio, that's a whole other story. Now, when it comes to learning FL Studio, well, I've decided to do that as I was trying to figure out how to even make 1 song every month, and of course, that's kind of easier for me to say now than it was before I actually went ahead and did it. But I mean, of course, I know my way around FL Studio now, but that was not the case when I started. And well, of course, it's not good. I mean, when I started, I didn't know how to do vocal editing. I didn't know how to do basically anything of worth and of use when it comes to working with the program. And of course, finishing a song fully native to FL Studio, that alone was super difficult. I mean, I had projects that I started in the other software and then I brought them over for some finishing touches into FL Studio, but only after around month 4, my song Ride Around, I've actually been, don't check it out by the way, it's my April Fool's upload. it's a rather unique composition to say the least, but besides that, you know, aside from that, I haven't done any songs fully in FL Studio by that point. And of course, when I actually had done the other songs from then on, I've like, for example, there is the song Tides, which is my song for May, 1st of May, of course. So that one has another caveat. I didn't only start and finish that project in FL Studio before I would actually still edit my vocals in my video editing software, and then when it comes to recording and actually working on Tides, I had completely switched to doing all of the vocal editing. Not quite vocal recording just yet, maybe I'll get that, maybe I'll cross that bridge one day, but I mean, when it comes to actually editing the vocals, yeah, by Tides, that's when I actually started doing it there. I mean, it's super hard for me to learn this for on the go, especially on such a tight like uploading schedule, like one song a month is not. It's not insanely frequent, but keep in mind that I make the entire production behind it. The music video is something I actually pay for on Fiverr, but when it comes to the instrumentals, everything, the vocals obviously, editing of the vocals and actually coming up with the lyrics, it's all from me. And the instrumentals, for one, they actually do, I spend a lot of time doing just the instrumentals, so of course that is kind of difficult for me to understate or overstate, one of the two. I don't know how to actually use that word, but you know, it's hard to even like talk about it in a sense where I indeed have learned things as I went on the go. This is why I was a little bit less active on my liker channel, unfortunately, which is a subject to change still, but as of right now, I'm still gonna be, you know, a little bit more on the inactive side as I figure the rest of the things out. I'm not gonna lie, it has been taking its fair share of a mental toll on my mind and body to actually try to learn all these things and not completely break in the meantime, which is why I'm actually talking about it so much right now. I don't have much else to talk about other than my music, because, well, to be fully honest with you, I've been very much only enveloped in this right now. I have been very much stressing out about this and trying to keep myself from actually, you know, falling apart and not breaking this promise that I made. I still want to make one song a month, and I set out that I was not gonna like just stop doing that. And for me to keep doing that, it requires me to take slight breaks from creating like my montages and such. But of course, I will be making montages on Realm pretty soon. Actually, for the next week, I will be, hopefully if all goes well, I will actually be making a montage after. It's been a while, but I will be making a good old-fashioned montage for then. When it comes to Realm, so I can finally come back to talking about the game I'm actually playing right now. And yes, this is a live commentary still. Welcome everybody to my show. We do a little trolling, okay? We crazy like that. Anyway, so when it comes to Realm, I had in mind something specific for the 50th episode. It's gonna be a funny moments montage of sorts. Or when it comes to me actually doing 03 for the first time. Now, of course, I didn't actually just went ahead and did 03. No, I kind of, you know, met my untimely demise, so to speak, at one of the mini bosses. But it is still an entertaining video with a really nice person. I mean, I was playing with my friend Fabian, and yeah, he's a really cool guy. I don't really get to play with him as much as I would have liked because, well, as I said, I only really have time to worry about my music, to be fully honest. But that's still not to say that it's not gonna be like this for forever. With the amount of things I've learned right now, I think it's only gonna get easier from now on. Of course, that could be completely false, but then again, who knows. However, I don't know exactly if I will be able to finish that special episode for 50th, for the actual 50th, like, installment of this. Of course, I make one episode of this NAE episode stuff series. Yeah, I make it once every Monday. So of course, as you guys have already guessed, don't know if that will be doable for me, because not only I have music to worry about, I will also be going to Italy for like 2 weeks with my dad and my stepbrother, which means, yeah, I'm not gonna have time to shockingly work on montages for Realm and stuff like that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We have some really nice hotels and shit planned out. Some of my father's relatives are there, and they know the place really well, and they can show us around and stuff like that. All the good stuff. But yeah, when it comes to productivity, it just so happens that basically the 50th episode will fall somewhere around this point in time when, of course, I will just not have the chance to actually work on the actual editing aspect. However, I am not planning on actually leaving those Mondays out. I will probably, I still have an issue saying that word for some reason, I will be probably pre-recording a bunch of episodes. At least 2 or 3, or depends on however many actually needs to be pre-recorded. I haven't gotten that far into the planning, but you know, when it comes to all that, I will be doing a little bit of pre-recording just to make sure that every Monday will still be capped off, and I will have the use the actual episode ready. The same thing can be said for the songs, because, well, unfortunately for me, of course, as you can imagine, with it being the end of the month right now, before uploading on the 1st, at the end of the month, I'm more stressed out than ever. But of course, as these things kind of tend to happen, the vacation happens from the 27th to the 7th of, well, of course, July. 27th of June to the 7th of July. Now, that is gonna be an issue because the 1st will be somewhere directly in the middle, and, well, I mean, that's, of course, well, I have to plan a lot ahead. Not only for the NAE episodes to make sure they keep dropping on Mondays, but to actually schedule the song upload itself, which will not be easy, to say the least. I don't know how I'll exactly be able to handle that, but thankfully, from my multiple year of production, I had multiple songs pre-recorded. One of those songs has actually been the song Sabotage, which has been uploaded. Obviously, it's been a while now. That was my upload for the month of February, for the 1st of February, but I still have a few pre-recorded songs, so it's not the worst. It's not, but like, I mean, you know, I don't want to use them if I don't have to, but for this month specifically, I just will have to end up using them. I'm just now noticing I'm actually 3 speed away from maxing. That's not bad on this character with such little fame. God damn, he keeps trolling me. I thought he would say, be ready, or be there, or be square, and I guess I was square that time. It just sucks. A lot of people have left. I don't know, should I like be worried about it? Actually, I might actually have to start slightly worrying about the idea that, well, these people are not the best, and me, of course, I'm also not the best. Look at me. I mean, I'm not maxed. I have decent gear, but like, yeah, I don't have anything in terms of maxing done at all, especially in terms of defenses, so this could be slightly problematic, yeah. But we do have 2 healers, me being one of them, of course, and there's another priest. I don't know if they're gonna dip or if they're gonna stay. They could stay, but I would like them to stay, actually. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. If they end up leaving this little Ripak CG, yeah. If he ends up leaving us, then the whole healing thing will be on me, and I don't know if I can. Listen, I'm gonna have a lot of issues keeping myself alive. Okay, like I don't need to keep anyone else alive, because that's gonna be even harder for me to do. So if y'all could just stop having emergencies around me, that will be amazing. You know, I don't want to like have to resuscitate all of y'all. Like, I know my CPR, but you know what I'm saying, like. It's been quite a few years since my high school days, so I'm a little bit. It's been a while. You know, I wouldn't want to be left in that sort of a situation, yeah. So please just don't be dying around me, alright? And also, boss, please don't spawn on top of my ass. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I was trying to tell you to not do. Well, 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 look how many zombies there are. And I don't know where the other priest is. I was kind of hoping I could, like, you know, thankfully that was not the priest, you know. Sheesh. But, you know, that was some other dude that, I mean, you know what, whatever, it doesn't matter. I was hoping I would be at least on the same quadrant that my priest friend is in, but, you know, that's obviously not the case. Either that or I just can't see him because I turned the player opacity down quite a few episodes ago. Still haven't gotten around to actually use, you know, getting used to that. Also, I don't want to get sat on by those ghosts, right? Where's the boss? Mom, pick me up, I'm scared. I don't... Now, if I remember correctly, right, I think that they don't go in the center. If they don't go to the corner, all the way to the corner, maybe they do, but I don't think they go all the way to the corners, right? Do they? Maybe they. It's funny, those have such an irregular walking pattern that, like, you try to avoid them, but you're just gonna strafe into them some more. Like, there's nothing you can do here. Of course, this dude, you're the real MVP, and the other priest is gone, which means it's only me. And I'm scared. I don't want to, you know, hey, those zombies, they like actually grab onto you and they like slow you and shit. That's not good. I don't want to be slowed. Fuck that. Hey, where is this skull dude anyway? I want to make sure to be as far away from him as possible. Yeah, go chase the other dude. Please, I don't want to be around you. And also, I don't know what slows those. Oh, okay, you know what? It doesn't matter. I got what I wanted. I got what I wanted, so I can leave. Thank you for your efforts. You're the real MVP, but you know that, it's clear. Parasite chambers. Do I want to spend 20 minutes of my life essentially getting nothing? Well, no thank you. I don't want to do that, but I don't actually know how much time I've got to record still. I'm afraid to, usually, you know, I'm checking my OBS if it's recording. Maybe it completely stopped recording, like, by minute 3, and I haven't checked, you know, so I wouldn't know. It's kind of like locking your door and, like, you having to take a picture of the locked door, otherwise you just, like, don't believe that you locked it. Same thing with me looking at OBS, like, did I fucking start recording, or did it, like, magically stop recording, you know? Like, ooh, look at that, I'm recording still. Yes, indeed I am. But, of course, with there being a new launcher for Realm, again, I don't really know, I don't play every day, I don't know how long ago this happened, but there is a new launcher, there was a new launcher available for me when I actually started to log on today for the episode, for the actual recording of this episode that you're watching right now. By the way, say hi in the comments, everybody. Anyway, yeah, my OBS always just decides to just be like, oh yeah, this man doesn't exist, like the video, the game that you're playing, yeah, I just don't see it, bro. And it could have something to do with the fact that I don't actually have OBS fully updated. It could have something to do with it, I don't know. But I don't know, this is just like especially if the launcher like is really new. Yeah, my OBS just doesn't like it. It's not a big fan of it. I don't know why. I did actually check my OBS right then and there, but the actual point of checking the OBS was to find out how long I've been recording for. Ooh, let me see, it's been 22 minutes, nice. Now I know. Okay, what else do I got? What else do I got to say? A lot of things. Wood lab, hold on. I would like to do that if I may. Well, I mean, of course, this hasn't even been dropped just yet, but it doesn't matter. There was a crystal somewhere in the beginning of the video. But like, yeah, they're not like. It's been obviously a long time since then. What the fuck is that all about, my friend? What are you doing? You're either a very good PPE or you are just a very bad player who got really lucky. I don't know. Listen, I don't want to be mean to you, my friend. You seem like a nice guy, okay? I can get behind necromancers. It's one of my favorite classes, but my god, stay away from that class. What is it with necromancers? Like, half the people in here are necromancers. Listen, I'm not gonna be complaining. I need all the healers I can get right now, okay? Because this dungeon is still kind of spooky, scary for me sometimes. Especially the tea room. Fuck the tea room in this dungeon, okay? I'm you know, because these things right here, they see, like, yeah, not a big fan of them. they tend to do the paralyzing thing, and I don't want to be paralyzed. Also, I almost just died. I don't even know. Okay, listen, this guy. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, everybody. I got it. I got it. Yeah. Oh, okay. There's I need to like remember. Oh, yeah. We're completely surrounded. Every single room surrounded, except from like the bottom part. There's like rooms with enemies all around here. Like up, left, and right have all rooms adjacent to the main boss room, which means enemies can come from anywhere. Wow, that's amazing. Let's pre-heal so I get them healings. Maybe that will help me stay on my toes and not die to this boss. I don't know, is it just me or is those boss shots is weird? Like, they seem smaller than I remember them to be. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. Maybe I just haven't been here for a while. Oh, hey, would you look at that? Everybody's favorite face. Let's go. I don't have maxed speed just yet. And there he goes. No one to slow the guy. This is exactly how I like it. No slow, no balls. Let's go, dude. Also, don't get confused. Because I'm pretty sure that's what the... Where you at? Where are you? It's making me nervous. Oh, Jesus. Don't thank the leaves. They do damage. Okay, listen, I got it. A little bit more concentration, and I'm fine. Almost just got hit with a confusion shot, which would have not ended well. But fuck it, maybe there's like an event for these. Oh, I see you, make a squirrel right above here from the boss room. I see you. I see you. Alright, but like you can fuck off with that. I don't want nothing that. I don't want nothing. T-room, yeah, you can go away. Go away with that. I mean, I'm gonna go away. You do whatever you want. But I wish you good luck. Because the T-room be cursed sometimes. Oh, thank God for the invulnerability frames. My God. Okay. I'm feeling like one more dungeon. Like one more sprite world, you know, something I can handle, something I can wrap my mind around. I would like to do that before I completely have to go. Haunted cemetery, no thank you. I'm not excited to do that. Oh, yes, this is exactly the type of a dungeon that I was hoping for. Somebody to call. God bless your soul. Oh, hey, would you look at that? This dude, I actually wanted to kill him because he might give me what I want. But he probably won't. Yep, he didn't. Rip. Right. I have a bunch of things to max, especially on like my Huntress. I would like to get the Huntress as maxed as possible. I'm thinking if I get a Doombow now, I will be probably doing a Bard. Because I want to have a main Bard, as I mentioned a few episodes ago. Don't really know if that's gonna happen just yet, but we'll have to see. How many more dexterities to max? Quite a lot. Next episode, maybe I'll get maxed in speed. Anyway, this is gonna have to be it for me today. And don't worry, I didn't forget. I mean, I almost did, actually, but but whatever. I'm gonna do it before I actually do forget, you know. Because my brain is doo-doo. Now, I want to turn in my quest, which is... Scout the library. Hello. Yes. Now, I would like to still drink the potions, if I may. This is, of course, the wisdom potion. There's a bunch of attacks here that I could use. A bunch of defenses. That could be useful for some of my other characters. Hold on. Let's drink this. Let's actually put these two potions away. Dexterity, wisdom, sure, I don't mind. It's only for the better if I manage to actually drink them here. Now, hold on. I have a lot of things here. Yeah, last episode I played on my Paladin. Yes, the Huntress. I'll probably just do it next episode. Anyway, this is gonna be it for me today. I humbly thank you everyone for watching, and I will be seeing you guys next Monday with a montage, hopefully, if all goes well. And with that being said, bye-bye.